Yo. Welcome to Spoken Minds. It's your boy, Ike Barron. Look, my man Chris Jones couldn't be in today. Family emergency. So we got a special guest to take his spot for the day. It's my boy, Drew. Drew know nothing, Drew. Don't know nothing about no sports, Drew. That's my guy.
This is my favorite man, Ike, right here. What's up, fellas? Glad you're having me. Glad to be here. Much appreciated on the invite.
Oh, yeah, man. You know, I figured if I'm going to argue with somebody, let me argue with an Eagles fan.
My man. I always love to argue with Ike.
All right, man. Well, let's get into the first topic of the day, man. The first topic of the day is going to talk a little bit about the 2020 and the 2021 NFL Hall of Fame inductees.
Yes, sir.
2020 has some nice names, man. It was pretty good, man. Look, Edgerrin James, Troy Polamalu, Isaac Bruce, Jimmy Johnson, and Bill Cowher. Two big name coaches, man.
Big name coaches.
Two big name coaches. I don't know if you've seen any of the speeches, but Edgerrin James' speech, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Man,
I was definitely digging that one.
My man came out and was talking about how when he first, was going into the league, how he was being dogged out about his dreads and his gold teeth, and how people was doubting him and saying he would never make it. And the man finished the speech by saying, "I came in with gold teeth, and I'm going out with a gold jacket." Woo, buddy. I said, man, look, I felt that to the core only because, man, like, I don't have the gold teeth, but I got the tattoos, and man, I know about how it is to be judged. He also said this, and I felt it to the core, just because he looks a certain way, people look down on him until they found out he had never been arrested, never been in any kind of trouble like that. And I'm the same way, man. Like, I've never been arrested, never been in trouble, but people looked down on me because of my tattoos. They automatically thought gangbanger, drug dealer, all that type of stuff, man. So I really felt that, man.
That whole "don't judge a book by its cover" saying with you two gentlemen right there.
Definitely. Man, even though I don't like the Steelers, man, I was glad to see Troy Polamalu get in, man. That guy was a damn animal, man. He all over the field. He be everywhere. Just because this guy is from the division that your boys are in, the NFC East, what you think about old Jimmy Johnson?
Man, he deserved it. It was a long time coming. I was real glad to hear recently that Jerry's going to put him on the Ring of Honor in Dallas, too. Shout out to Hot Dogger. He can tell you, too, that's a long time coming on that one. Jerry and Jimmy had that beef going back to Superman draw days. Glad to see they're finally reconciling that in their later years in their life.
Yeah, man, that man should have been in a Ring of Honor a long time ago, yes, man. Sir. Wait till this time, that's crazy. But, and this, man, I know you appreciate this. Cowboys ain't been good since.
You damn right.
Cowboys ain't been nothing
almost
since.
3 decades.
They not America's team anymore. They Mexico's team. and then Bill Cowher, man, that's another one, man. That's a great coach, man. A great coach.
Great coach. Yeah. Great analyst. I love seeing him on the morning shows now. He kills it on CBS, too.
He was one of the only ones that I seen last year that was picking the Bucks to win. In that Super Bowl, they was going through all the picks. Bill Cowher said, man, I got Tampa. And he was one of the only ones, man, that was down for Tampa, man. So I really appreciate him now. Then the 2021 class. Ooh, buddy. They had some big dogs in that one.
And one was a long time coming.
Which one you say?
My guy, Harold Carmichael. Fly, Eagles, fly. Man, Harold Carmichael, Randall Cunningham. That's what got me in love with that team right there. Been in love since.
Hey, for all of you guys out there, we don't care nothing about no Harold Carmichael. That sound like somebody that work and save a lot. Now let's get into some real names, man. We got Peyton Manning, easily top 3 all time. He's not better than Tom Brady, but Easily top 3, man. A great player, man.
Definite first ballot.
Oh,
Well
yeah,
deserved.
man. This man he's really put on for the league. We got Calvin Johnson, Megatron. Ooh, buddy. Man, hey, look, this guy didn't play a whole lot of years, but he put up enough numbers.
Right.
And this guy was pure, raw talent.
Well, and I know you've seen it just came out where he said that he asked the Lions to be released or traded, and they told him,
hey,
nope,
listen, the Lions are known for that. They did Barry Sanders like that. Barry Sanders wanted to get traded. They said, nope, we will let you retire. We do not care. We will never let you play for anyone else. But Megatron, ooh, that boy was an animal.
Yeah, and then they're crazy though. They're gonna do it for Stafford though. Send him on his way.
Well, they did it for Stafford because they was just ready to move on.
You're right.
If Stafford was still in his prime and
that
playing
wasn't
great
happening.
and hadn't had the injuries, they would have locked him into. Charles Woodson, that's another name. Man, that guy there. That guy can go Hall of Fame as a cornerback, and he can go Hall of Fame as a safety. That guy could do it all, man. Look, he could play pretty much every position out there, man.
Yes,
Free
sir.
safety, strong safety, corners, cover the slot. He can guard, he can cover tight ends,
Put
receivers.
him in a linebacker spot. Heck, you could probably put him in a wide receiver and he would have showed out.
That's a bad man.
Bad man.
I had to bring this name up too. John Lynch.
He's in there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. John Lynch. Hey, Utah, that's a bad man too, man. Whoo. All right. Something I seen on the internet.
What you got for me?
I seen this on the internet said, who would you rather have on your team? Charles Woodson or Troy Polamalu?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Who are you gonna build your defense around?
Man, I'm gonna fire from the hip, and I'm gonna say Woodson, just because of one of the things you mentioned. You play multiple positions. You put him at the safety, you put him at the corner, you put that man almost anywhere, and he's gonna make plays. Polamalu's a bad man. That's no disrespect to him whatsoever. But I think he's a little more limited as a corner. His height wouldn't have done him some favors. He probably got mossed on a few times. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Wood on that one.
Yeah, man. I agree. I go with Woodson, man. But gosh, man, that's hard, man. Because I know watching the Steelers play, Troy Polamalu was all over the field. This man could be on one end of the field and will hunt you down and take your head off on the whole other side of the field. He was in the backfield disrupting running backs and hitting quarterbacks. He was a bad man. So
Yes, sir.
that's a tough debate. So what I'm going to do for all of you out there, I need y'all to put in the comments, who would you rather
Y'all
build
got
your
for us.
defense around? Troy Polamalu or Charles Woodson? It's a tough debate, so I really want to know what you guys have to say. And don't just put the person's name, put why you think that person
Give us a little reason, man. We
should be
definitely
that guy.
interested to hear.
Man, that's a good one.
That's a real good one.
Now, while we are on, let's talk a little bit about Peyton before we get to the next subject.
Yeah, we got to give Peyton his due. We got to give him
Man,
his due.
did you see where Tom Brady said that he had to come and sit in the section for Peyton only to make sure that Peyton was really leaving and not ever coming back?
Yes, sir. I did see
I
that.
love it, man.
it's
I
great.
love it. And then in the speech, how he talked a little bit about Tom Brady and who else was it that he was talking about? I can't think who it was, but he was talking about a defensive player. Man, if you haven't seen the speech, go watch it, man.
Yeah, it's definitely a
Peyton
good
Manning, one of the greatest we've ever seen, and not just on the field, but also off the field, man. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Great guy. Not better than Brady, but a great guy. But while we talking about football, man, I don't know if you've seen, but Michael Thomas has stopped answering calls from the New Orleans Saints. And now there's speculation that he might end up being traded. All I'm going to say, me being a Bucs fan, I think he got scared, wants to go somewhere else, get out of the division. He don't want to be around Tampa. He got shut down when he did play against us. People can talk about the injury and all that, but if you're out on the field and you're playing, injuries don't matter anymore.
Nope, if you out there, suck it up.
If you're injured, don't play. If you out there on the field, I don't want to hear nothing about an injury. But me, for real, jokes aside, I would leave too.
Yeah, look who he's got throwing him the ball. He's got 2 options.
Now,
and, you know, get his number.
you got Jameis. Jameis can throw. Jameis can be good.
Right.
He just turns the ball over a lot. So he's going to make receivers look bad at times by overthrowing them or underthrowing them. Or, you know, but then they got Winston battling Taysom Hill, a man who can't throw. Right. So, and you know, I keep reading that he's probably going to win the job and all that. Like, that's crazy. Yeah. So no wonder Michael Thomas wants to go. His numbers are going to be horrible. You got a man that can't never throw you the ball. Like, I would run too.
Send him on to Philly. Send him on to Philly.
Who do you think would actually go for Michael Thomas? And where do you think he would fit? And where do you think he would land?
My off-the-hip answer is going to be the Green Bay Packers if they want that bad man to stay in that uniform next year. That would go a long way, I think, to help him in that relationship. Realistically, somebody like Oakland would be a good spot for him. Of course, you know, John Gruden's been trying to get a number 1 wide receiver since he shipped Amari Cooper out. And I would say a team like the Niners. Shout out to my guy, Chris Jones. We hope your family and everything doing okay. We'll see you back next week. But yeah, I think they're in need of a number 1 for whoever their quarterback's going to be this year.
It don't matter who their quarterback is.
Nice.
For real, I just don't see the Saints trading Michael Thomas to a team in the NFC. I just don't see them doing it. I actually don't see them trading him to a contender, you know, just out of spite. I think that they would end up trading him to a team like Jacksonville, somewhere like that. You know, a young quarterback.
Trevor.
I just don't see him trading them to somewhere that to a team that's going to contend, especially in the NFC. Right. But I don't know. He leaves, you know, makes it a little bit easier on my boys.
Yeah, it definitely does. How long before he doesn't keep answering your calls, though, do you finally bite the bullet and get on with it?
Or do you bite the bullet? I mean,
you
can hold it out and make him feel like, you know, do I want to play again or you know, retire?
That's a great point.
You know, you never know, but he was great a couple of years when he had Breeze, but
let's see what he does with somebody else.
Yeah, he might not be that guy anywhere else. You know, I ain't no big fan. Well,
Slam boy.
let's talk a little bit. Let's see. This is a good one. This is one for you.
Oh, no.
We're gonna get away from football.
And
we're gonna talk a little basketball. And you know, this debate's been going on a little bit, and you know, me and you had a little back and forth a little bit about KD being a leader. You know, with KD just leading the USA team to the gold, you know, a lot of people before them were saying that he's not a leader. And, you know, now KD fans are now saying, you know, he showed that he's a leader. Do you actually think that KD is a leader?
Yeah, I do. I don't think he's what you see as an outspoken leader, and he may not be everybody's cup of tea as a leader. But the first thing you look for as a leader is an example. So like I've said numerous times, I think that's the biggest way he leads is by example. He's not going to ask you to do something he's not going to do himself. He's going to get in there and put in the work with you. And I think Devin Booker's comments about how they just followed his lead and he really, you know, picked up the bag and went with it when they knew they needed somebody. And a lot of y'all on here watching this said they wasn't even going to meddle. So I'm going to need you to jump down in their comments and say, I'm sorry, Drew. I'm sorry, KD. I was wrong.
Let's see. I know on the very first show of Spoken Minds, you know, I said that I thought the USA team was in a little bit of trouble, but I do believe with them getting a Holiday, Middleton, and Booker, that it helped the team, especially Drew Holiday, because they were missing that defensive perimeter player, and it helped them out. Now, my take on leadership is, I'm not gonna say I don't really think KD's a leader. I think he is a great player. I actually think that he's the best in the world right now.
Yes, sir.
But I don't think he's a leader. See, to me, it's two different things. Like, I look back at that Celtics team.
Okay.
I think that Rondo was the actual leader of the team. Okay. He wasn't the best player, but I think he was the leader. It was, if he goes, we go.
Back with Kevin Garnett,
Paul Pierce, Ray Allen.
Whereas the public perception would have probably been KG.
Yeah,
he's more outspoken.
But like even the Suns team, like Booker's the best player on the Suns.
But he's clearly not the leader.
But Chris Paul is the leader of the team.
Right.
So, I mean, we're not there to see how KD is in the locker room, and, we can't hear what he's saying on the court to other players. So he might be a vocal leader. It's just hard for me to see it, but he's a great player. Now, see, like LeBron, I think is a great leader. Mm-hmm. He's always been a great talent also, but he is more of a leader than he's better as a leader than he is as talent.
Yes, sir. I understand what you're saying. So let me ask you, what would you say KD is lacking that would elevate him more? What would you want to see more out of KD before you could qualify him as a leader?
I want to see him make more players who aren't already stars better.
Okay.
Make some of these other players better. Like, don't just be the guy that's scoring all the points and now these guys aren't having to do anything. Make them guys better. Put them in position to make plays on the offensive end.
Okay.
If someone does something and they do it wrong, you can't be mad hollering, "You supposed to give me the ball. Give me the ball."
Facts.
Like that. Now, as a great player, yeah, you want to have the ball. And they should have the ball. But as a leader, you can't be that way. Right. That's just my opinion.
And I agree. One thing I will notice before we jump off the topic is I was watching the Nets-Bucks series, of course, before they lost. Joe Harris had an absolutely horrible series. I don't think he could have shot any worse, man. One of the games, I think it was Game 5 or Game 6, Harris had missed a couple really big back-to-back shots. And what I saw was KD walked right over to him, put his arm around him, told him, "Keep shooting. We need you." It didn't end up working out. Joe Harris didn't end up elevating his game, and it's well documented my feelings on Joe Harris. But that's kind of a side of KD I had never seen before. I didn't see that side of him in Golden State. Maybe a little bit in Oklahoma City, but they were all young. So, they were all leading together.
Well, see, this playoffs, I mean, he had Kyrie for a minute, and then Harden ended up coming back, but Harden was playing hurt. So with Harden playing hurt, KD was really having to do a lot on his own, which he has never had to do before, really, because in OKC, he had great players around him, and then in Golden State, he had Hall of Famers around him. But this is the first time he really had to really go out there and try to do everything. And
he was big old toenail away from
listen,
putting them in the finals.
He's a great player. I just want to see him make more players around him better. That's all I need to see.
That's fair.
All right, let's get into this good old what the what. What the what? What the what? The what the what of today is Dennis Schroder. Man.
Dennis.
Man, listen, if you guys ain't been seeing what's going on with this man turned down a 5-year, $84 million extension with the Lakers because he was seeking $100 million contract. This man played himself. Now this man just, he's, word is he's signing this contract. I don't know if it's officially went through,
I think it
but
did today.
A 1 year, $5.9 million for the Celtics to be a backup. This man played himself. You straight played yourself. Man, I wish DJ Khaled was sitting right here right now to
Congrats.
say, you played yourself. Like, what in the world was you thinking? You really thought you were going to go get $100 million contract? I remember when I heard that the Lakers offered him $84 million. I said, what? Why?
Right.
I was like, why? What did he just want to waste some money? Like, man, like, okay, I'm not saying that he's horrible.
No, he's all right.
He's an okay player. But now he done went to a team, he making less money than Alex Caruso.
Man, he was feeling himself too, because them okay
let
players.
me say that one more time, man. He is making less money than Alex Caruso, man.
He played himself.
Man,
like
he straight played himself, man.
Himself.
I wish I could say that in his language right now. I wish I could say you played yourself in your language, Dennis. In the words of Chris Jones, shame on you.
Shame on you.
Shame on you. Man, it's crazy, man. This man turned to $84 million.
And he ain't gonna get another offer
and got
like that ever
5.9.
again. I don't care how good he does next year. He won't get that kind of offer again.
Man, you went so far down that next year, man, you might end up in the G League.
And the bad thing is these okay players like Duncan Robinson, he's an okay player, real good shooter, not nothing special. But he just got like a $100 million contract. They are paying these okay players ridiculous money right now, and you played yourself right on out. And I shout out to my guy Dre. I know he thought he had the leverage the whole time, but man, oh man, did he play himself, and you too, my guy.
Man, that is crazy, man. Like, I just don't get it. 84 million, man, I would have been like, man, I don't know who was in his corner saying, man, you
better be fired.
We can get you more.
That's what I told my boss that this morning. Whoever his agent is better be gone. I'd have fired him the minute I signed that 5.9.
If my agent told me to turn down 84 million because he said we can get more, and I end up getting stuck with 5.9, nah, I ain't firing him. I'm beating him up. Nah, for real.
Fact.
He got to get beat up.
Yeah, you got to take one off the chin.
Nah, for real. I'm calling everybody in my family. Hey, man.
We gonna jump in.
We got jumping.
Marcus and everybody.
we got jumping. All right, now let's get into. I say this every week. It's my favorite segment of the show, the giving back segment. Man, we love to give back to the people from our community. And this week we are giving back to my guy, Chris Hudson. Man, and if y'all know Chris Hudson, man, Chris Hudson has Life Journeys Clothing. Man, this man started small, and this man has progressed into something big. He's from Lexington.
Okay. Yeah, tell me a little bit about him. I don't know much.
He's from Lexington, man. He's a very smart, intelligent guy. Good guy, man. Raised in church. We were actually raised in the same church. But man, this guy started this clothing line. Like I said, it started small, and he started moving up. The man now travels all over the place. He does pop-up shops. He just opened. I don't know if you've seen in the background a second ago. He has a truck, like a mobile truck.
Okay.
Like it's a mobile store that he does, and then he does pop-ups all the time.
Okay.
The man's done got so he's done got so big with this line that celebrities wear his stuff. I done seen stuff with T.I. I done seen stuff with 50 Cent. 50 Cent did like a Instagram video one time that had his clothing line, and then recently Rick Ross. There's a picture of Rick Ross on the internet. You can see it behind Drew. You know, he's rocking the Life Journey shorts. Man, Chris has been doing it big, man. He just had a pop-up shop at Fayette Mall just a few days ago. You know, doing big things, man. He's getting ready to do a pop-up, and I guess it's a couple of weeks in Houston, Texas. You know, he has a online. You can get on lifejourneys.com and order some stuff, man. He has really good stuff, man. Out, and he's a really good guy, man. That's my dude, man. I need to cop some more Life Journey stuff, man. It's been a little bit. Every time I get online to find the one thing that I'm looking for, it's been sold out because it's selling so quick. Wow. Like that stuff sells so fast because it's so good. It's yeah, man. This guy, Chris Jones is not Chris Jones, Chris Hudson. Definitely not Chris Jones. Definitely not Chris Jones because I don't even like that guy. But Chris Hudson, that's my dude, man. Hey, you keep doing big things, little bro, for real.
Shout out, Chris.
Hey, man,
keep doing
look,
it big, man.
All respect from me, bruh, for real. Man, keep doing your thing, man. You are gonna be one of the hottest lines in the world one day,
sir.
Man. You already seen people all over these states, man. People know you and they know your clothing, and it's growing and growing. Keep putting in the hard work, bruh. I hope to see you soon, man. I'm hoping that you come down for Roots and Heritage Festival if they let us have it this year, man. I hope you down with a booth, man, so I can come holler at you.
Come check it out.
Hey, Chris, like I said, man, love you, bro. Keep doing your thing, man. And when you see us, Chris, man, share this for me, player. All right, man. You know, we always close the show with a random rant. This random rant was set just for Chris Jones, because Chris Jones is real big on spaghetti is not a main dish, that it is a side dish. Right. Now, me personally, I think it could be a main dish or a side dish. See, I don't know how you, like, in our culture,
right,
spaghetti is mostly a side dish.
Oh, shit.
And the main dish with spaghetti is usually fried fish.
Ooh,
have you ever had fried fish and spaghetti?
But see, I need to come to a cookout with you,
man. You need to come hang out with us one time, man.
In my culture, spaghetti is the main dish, and this normally comes with meatballs.
Yeah, hey, now there's fried fish on the side, and fried fish and there's spaghetti on the side, and it is so good, man. Yeah, so for all of you guys who be saying that fried fish and spaghetti does not go, in the words of Chris Jones, shame on you. Shame on you. Now, I'm going to say it one more time. Shame on you. It is great together. But I also, I'm biracial, so I got that other culture in me too. So I also have eaten it as a main dish for a lot of years. But it definitely goes with fried fish, man. I wish Jones was here with me and you today just so he could really go in, because this is the type of things that grinds his gears for real.
He gonna get on here next week talking about it.
He might have stood up and walked off when I said something about I've eaten it as a main dish. That's how upset this man would be.
Oh, shout out to my guy Jones.
Now, for real, like I asked y'all earlier in the show to put in the comments about Palomalu and Woodson, but I want y'all to put this in the comments.
Yes, sir.
Do you think spaghetti is a side dish or a main dish or both? And have you ever had it with fried fish? And if you haven't, shame on you.
I'm about to try me some.
Go eat spaghetti with some fried fish.
Right.
Hey, look, man, we appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching the show, Drew. I really appreciate you, brother. Thank you for coming. Man, we're going to have you on the show again, anytime. Especially when Chris is here, because I want you to really
I got to get that Chris Jones experience.
What me and you will do before that show is me and you will link up. We're going to talk, and we're going to talk about how we're going to go in on Chris.
All right.
And we're going to let Chris Jones have it the entire show.
Jones. We coming for you.
The entire show. But, that's the show for this week.
Hey, make sure y'all click like, subscribe, share every chance you get. We appreciate that.
Thank you. Hey, thank you for tuning in on this lovely Thursday. We love you guys. Big 400.
Peace.